Hello everybody, my name is Flattmeister. You right there, Flattmeister here. Star Wars Battlefront 2 it's come out, it's finally out now. And yeah, people aren't liking it. Gamers, players, people that actually, consumers, people that actually pay for the game, right? Yeah, they don't like the game. They do not like it. After the very flawed the first Star Wars Battlefront was highly criticised by prominent YouTubers like Angry Joe. He said this is a bare bones game. You're selling the season pass and there's all these different editions, deluxe edition, supreme victory editions, and
the diorama mode.
Okay. I'm so glad I spent $60, no, $70. Oh. Ooh. Play 30 matches and get the one. Oh. This is...
no single campaign. No single campaign. It's set in the Star Wars universe. They have the... EA and DICE have that franchise. There's so much they can do. No, they just made a bland, multiplayer only game with the first Star Wars Battlefront.
The diorama mode.
I can't believe this. Wait, are you fucking serious? Is this fucking for real? That's it? Are you guys seeing this? What the fuck is that? You put dev time into this mode. You put precious dev time. I mean, I guess it didn't take it very long to make, but what is this? Oh boy. Yeah.
They have this franchise in their hands. They've got so much they could do with the game, and just people are pissed off. Like when EA said, "Oh, yeah, we're not going to do a season pass. We're not going to do paid DLC for the second one, for Star Wars Battlefront 2," and gamers were like, no season pass or DLC. Whoa, wait a minute. They're obviously going to do microtransactions. People, we knew this. We knew that EA can't help but they're a big ass company. I don't understand. Yes, I understand the business side of the gaming industry. Businesses are here to make a profit. Make money at the end of the day. I understand that, and that's perfectly fine. The way they go about, to get money, to milk money from their consumers. I mean, Angry Joe, I think, what was it? He gave Battlefront 2, I think, a 6 out of 10. It was about above average. He said he enjoyed the campaign, but it was too short. But he, really heavily went into this microtransaction stuff. And the way that... I mean, IGN, how much did they rate it? They gave it a 6.5. Which is funny because their website, even now, the website is absolutely jam-packed with adverts and promotions for this game. EA has basically gone, IGN, big corporate shill, chill for us. Advertise Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, but the diorama mode. Oh, it's so good. I can look at the models in the game and circle the camera around. Thanks a lot, EA.
I mean, here it says, IGN rating 6.5, okay. Community 2.5 out of 92 ratings, painful. So, where's the actual fucking review? Can we read the review, please? The website's fucking all over the shop. I mean, their review, it says, even without real money microtransactions, it has an evil progression system, but they're still good in this one. I mean, basically, when they gave the review copies to these game journalists, they gave it with most of the stuff probably unlocked without this microtransaction stuff in place. I mean, they've added more modes to the game. Sorry, my internet speed's a bit slow at the moment. Come on! All these different modes that they've added. Galactic Assault. 40 players, jeez. But it seems this credit and star card system is a grind. And the thing is, if you find a game grindy, if you're finding it a grind, then it's not fun. If a game isn't fun, you shouldn't play it. I gave it a 6.5. Has great feeling blasters, but its progression system makes them firing them as an unsatisfying grind. So I was half expecting IGN to give it like a big score. I mean, this whole microtransaction and loot crate system has now caught the government's attention. You know, you've got Belgium that are wanting to ban, and there's people celebrating this, like, yeah, government is... No. Don't trust politicians either, because once you give them one little... Once you allow them to dip a toe into the pool, are they going to try and then start regulating other content within games? Oh, you can't have... Well, I've said this before. There was a British MP that wanted to penalise game developers who had, or additional taxations on games of any games that had what they perceived as a sexist or misogynist content. So that's really dangerous. Once you start allowing... I mean, the UK Gambling Commission found that this doesn't breach gambling laws. It's not illegal. My thought on microtransactions are... It's alright if it's skins, cosmetics, things like that. If it's game-changing... Oh, I've got the hiccups. If it's game-changing content, stuff that gives you an advantage... Yeah, that's shitty. You've completely ruined your game.
Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Don't ever play yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Developers, you've changed. You're giving certain gamers an unfair advantage if they've just paid their way through. But really, with microtransactions, people, you're not forced to buy them, right? So vote with your wallets. Either don't buy microtransactions at all, or don't buy the game. Boycott it. Vote with your wallet. Don't buy the game, which is what a lot of people are doing. So yeah, all the paid game journalists that go, Star Wars Battlefront 2, hoo hoo hoo, on Metacritic, it's got an average from 53 critics. It's got a Metascore of 68 out of 100. And then the user score is 0.9. An overwhelming dislike based on 6,449 ratings. Apparently the lowest rating it got was on the Xbox One version on Metacritic. It was a 0.6. So yeah, the 0.9 is for the PlayStation 4 there. But yeah, and the thing is, gaming journalists were getting pissy that gamers were en masse review bombing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Metacritic. Well, that's the only way gamers can voice their opinion, let their voice be heard. If game journalists can't stand, they go, oh, the whiny gamers, entitled. Yeah, we're entitled. Gamers are entitled to air their opinion because we pay for the fucking game. Yeah, you get it, journalists? Get it through your thick fucking skulls? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. So the general consensus is that gamers in the review section of Star Wars Battlefront 2 represents the pinnacle of EA's corporate greed. Company was, and that's the thing, Disney executives went, oh, and basically forced EA to temporarily disable the premium loot boxes in the game. You know that they're going to bring it back because they want to make sure that they get their first the blockbuster week or so, especially with the lead up to Christmas and the lead up to the Last Jedi movie, which is just around the corner. Yeah, you're gonna annoy a lot of people, piss people off, and put people off the franchise. It's gonna put a bad taste in their mouth. That's why Disney stepped in. The thing is, like, there was a Hawaiian head of state or something. I can't remember, but he did a press conference, and it was kind of true. EA has, and a lot of these other companies that do this loot crate microtransaction stuff, where you're able to pay with real money. These developers have created a online casino within the Star Wars franchise that kids love, and kids can potentially, and this is on the parents as well. He basically said, the kids, this can manipulate kids, can get kids addicted to wanting loot boxes. And again, this is on the parents, and there is features on consoles, like there's a special parent safety feature in which you can obviously we'll say like your Xbox or even PlayStation, you have to pay for a subscription to the online services. And so obviously your card details are stored on your profile and on your console. Purchasing loads of DLC, purchasing DLC with your card details. So these parent features basically lock off certain things until you have to put in this password. So it's on parents. They have to be responsible as well. Know what you are. Know these. Familiarise yourself with these features on the consoles that you buy for your kids. Really, you should be supervising your kids when they're playing video games as well. So it's on the parents as well. So some user by the name of Multi O-Man. This game is the epitome of years of corporate greed, customer exploitation, and worst of all, taking advantage of people's love for things. Star Wars Battlefront 2 boils down to a game that looks very nice and is fun to play, but overall just hurts you more than makes you happy. I honestly can't believe how bad the practices within this industry have gotten. I want to remind everyone that the best way to combat scum like EA is to vote with your wallets. Do not buy this game. Exactly, I'll just repeat that sentiment. Vote with your wallets, guys. Vote with your wallets. They'll learn their lesson. Like, just, oh shit, this game has flopped, that game has flopped. Well, Mass Effect Andromeda, for instance. EA, you didn't keep a tight rein on your developers, and look how that game went and flopped. My face is tired. Customers are keeping the pressure on, even if the media seems reluctant to take a stance on the issue, despite having no qualms about taking clear and vocal stances on various social justice issues. On the upside to the media's side of things, there was like Wall Street Wall Street were pissed off. Not Wall Street Journal. Wall Street were pissed off that this game has flopped and not getting a return on their investment. One upside to the media side of things is that, according to OpenCritic, there's actually a far larger number of outlets who gave the game a middling or lower than average score compared to the outlets who gave it a positive score. In fact, more than 40 sites gave the game a 65 rating or lower out of 100, which is more than the top two tiers of scores combined. People don't have any, there's very little integrity left in the games media anymore. Real change could come from politicians who have been notified about the loot box system, promising to enact legislation, while others are looking to put statutory prohibitions in place to prevent games with premium loot boxes from being sold to minors. So yeah, that I agree, that it is a form of gambling. It's basically a slot machine of, what content will you get in this loot crate? If you're paying real money, like some people, like the gambling commissions, like I was saying, that declared that it hasn't breached illegal gambling or anything. They said something like, you can't cash out like you can in a slot machine or casino. You can't cash back out. That the stuff that you're getting, you only use within the game. But I don't like the idea of the government being able to enact legislations. So yeah, essentially EA has screwed themselves over, given that they could have easily sold tens of millions of copies of Battlefront 2 by just making a bigger and better game than the 2015 outing. Yeah, instead, settling in on being a thief in the night, intent on taking the funds out of your wallet. For Battlefront 2, EA also decided they want to rape your bank account for some premium loot boxes too. In result, people were not okay with having a thief and a rapist in their home. Yeah, Billy D once again. Your articles made me laugh. You know, there's people like posting pictures of like on Black Friday of stores, and like these gaming shelves are completely empty except on the very top shelf, and it's just Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like, yep, it didn't sell. To game developers, and this is down on the publishers really. This is down on EA's fault, not DICE. I very much doubt DICE wanted to do this system. Please give the customers good, just give us fantastic games. Give us worthwhile content, and we'll give you money happily. Good quality content is all we ask for. And we'll happily pay for good quality content. But if you're gonna have pay to win gaming mechanics and rig the way that loot boxes, it's the same with Need for Speed Payback. Again, Angry Joe, other YouTuber, he did Need for Speed Payback, and that had it had car cards or whatever they're called. And again, it's pick a card, any card. And so the game can program the AI computers depending on what stats you've got for a particular car that you're racing in. And they can rig that win no matter what. If you're racing really, really fast, they're gonna up the AI is gonna please game developers, publishers, just give us worthwhile games. Give us good quality games. We'll happily pay as long as it's got good content. And that's why Skyrim succeeds, because it's a massive RPG. It's got full of content, and Todd Howard releases it on multiple platforms through several generations. What was it? Something cracked me up. It was Chris Raygun said, "Fuck the founding fathers." What did he say? Yeah, basically, fuck the founding fathers. True liberty is being able to play Skyrim while taking a shit on the toilet. For his right. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, I'd like to hear what you guys have to think of this. Have you played Star Wars Battlefront 2? Let me know what the progression system is like. Because unfortunately, I'm not swimming in cash. I'm not able to afford, new games and computers. I can't afford that. And let me know what you think of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Tell me about the whole loot crate system or the progression system. What do you think of governments being able to get involved? Do you think this counts as gambling? I'd like to hear what you think on this whole thing. So yeah, I'm Flattmeister. Don't forget to do all that like and subscribe stuff. You guys know what to do. I'll catch you in the next video. May the Force be with you.
Thanks a lot, EA.
Roger!